Am I alive? Yep, I'm live. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? I was going to come in. I've been watching and ignore my guinea pigs back in the background there. They're chatting away. Anyway, I wanted to come on and do a live video tonight. I ain't done one in a long time. I'm waiting on to see if anybody comes in. So far, I don't have nobody watching. But don't worry, if you don't come on while I'm doing live, I will upload this to YouTube. But I wanted to get on tonight and talk, and I'm hoping that I catch Dog Man on soon. I hope he comes up and watches the video. I was watching his video, and I was watching your video about the birds and the bees and the silence and stuff going on. I want to jump in on here and talk about that as well. Me and my wife has talked about it in the future, or in the past, excuse me, that I have noticed, and I don't know if it's because of the weather change right now. We're down here in south, and the weather has gotten colder. So I don't know. We've lost. We had a bunch of birds this summer.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bunch of birds. It was tearing up our feeders, and then all of a sudden it stopped. So I don't know. I think it's just the weather, and but I wanted to bring in and talk about this because, like I said, I've been watching Dog Man's videos on the birds and the bees. Now on wasp, red wasp, I don't never get stung on them, but we had a lot of wasps this year. Building nests underneath a pole barn and out of stuff like that. Now, I have noticed a big difference about our butterflies and our grasshoppers and stuff like that. The insects has gotten less, but you also got to take a factor. I have realized we have, as man is destroying a lot of stuff, and I got to bring up that we are using more pesticides than more than ever 30, 40 years ago. We have more LED lights, as Dogman said in his other video on YouTube. Just lighting itself at nighttime, I believe, has caused a problem with the, and I see I got some watching good. I've seen a lot of things that's changed with the lighting at night, and it's affected a lot. They've done studies on our lightning bugs. Is affected them. The lightning bugs uses their light for mating. If you got cities are lit up, the countries are getting lighted. It's messed up with their mating ritual. They cannot mate. For the frogs, yeah, I agree. The frogs. We were bombarded. What was it, last year? With frogs. It was loud. It was unbearable. We couldn't hardly even hear the frogs. But we have heard a lot of frogs, and I'm trying to read your comments. It's the same. Hi there, in Perez. If I could spell you right, in the Perez. If I'm saying that right, please forgive me if I can't say it. Thanks for coming on and listening. And like I said, the insects, I got on this tonight. Like I said, I was watching his videos, and it makes a lot of sense. We got a lot of things that's changing in the world. I don't know if it's because they can signal about the atmosphere is changing. We're gonna have earthquakes, or who knows? I don't know what's going on, but there is a lot of things going on that I see that we've been having a lot of problems with. Now our birds, we've had a lot of birds until up to now, and I believe that's just because of weather change. And now the honeybees. I want to talk about the honeybees, and this is something I've seen a lot about the honeybees. Yes, I have not seen a lot of honeybees. We used to raise honeybees, and I had a big problem. We have a lot of disease now. It is very hard for a honeybee farmer to raise them. I don't know if it's because we've breeded them so long and they're prone to having diseases. I had 2 hives. I failed at it. I had beetles attack them. I had they were just, the colony was weak. We never had we had, you know, and with our flowers, we planted a lot of flowers this year. Let's go back here. I want to bring this up. We planted a lot of flowers this year for butterflies, hummingbirds, caterpillars, every insect that loves pollen. We have planted a lot of flowers, and we haven't seen a lot of insects, have we? We ain't seen a lot of insects coming out on them. I mean, the butterflies. I used to, 20 years ago, there wasn't nothing but to see butterflies everywhere. Now, I see maybe a handful, 5 or 6 butterflies. So, I'm hoping that'll change as we plant these flowers. I will do more updates on the flowers and videos if we got a lot of things. Now, lizards. I've still seen a lot of I want to get the right word. A-nose lizards. I got some in here in a tank, but I've seen a lot out there in the wild, and they're really moving good. You know, I see a lot of them. Animal wise, we see armadillos. We're taking over armadillos. They're about they're just overwhelming with armadillos. They're not good creature. I hate to say it. I know God's created them, but they dig up your yard, and we're having trouble. We got moles. We got moles big time, so they're not erupted in this thing. But I'm still looking at your comments, reading. It is so bad. Me too. Me too. I bet you can't sleep. I don't know what you mean, but I can't sleep. I sleep good at night. But anyway, like I said, I saw Mad Dog's videos that I wanted to bring up. He brought up a lot of comments today about discussion with these animals and him not seeing wildlife, not hearing coyotes. Now here where we're at in the south, I don't hear no coyotes around here. I don't think they're bad as around here. But, deer, we see a lot of deer. So I know they're not affected by this theory about animals being silent. We see deer. We see skunks. We got skunks around here like crazy. We got too many skunks, to tell you the truth. We're bombarded with skunks. But now the birds. Now that's something we are concerned with. We put out hummingbird feeders this year. We ain't seen but 1 or 2 to 3 hummingbirds. But now my customers that I work for around the neighborhood and other places I've been, they had loads of hummingbirds. So I don't know if it's just because the way we were feeding them. So, but we got a lot of hummingbirds in other areas. Like I said, not here on our property. I don't know what we're doing wrong. It may be just where our feeders are. We had 4 or 5 this year, but that's it. We weren't blowing out the doors like I like to see. I like to see a lot of hummingbirds. But and our, you know, Dogman was talking about how animals are acting weird, are acting strange. Now, we have, and you saw our videos where I've showed on YouTube with the tortoise. Our tortoise turtle is not showing any signs of weirdness. She comes out, she grazes, she eats, she's very happy. She's building a tunnel down deep inside. And I want to clarify this too. I want to bring up in this live video tonight. I was asked a question about what do we do with the tortoise, African tortoise, when it gets below 72 degrees about heat. These tortoises they live in a desert that gets what, below 20 degrees, something like that, minus. I mean,
I think so.
it gets very cold. A tortoise is known to dig. They could dig up down to 100 feet down in the ground. We done had a cold spell here in the south, and it got cold. It got down below what, 19, 18, something like that. It was cold. Our tortoise, we don't know how deep she's down in the ground, but down below the ground it stays 55 to 60 degrees. The deeper they go, it stays warm way down in there. So we were kind of concerned with her being in the cold, but she come out. We warmed up 2 days later. She was out. We fed her greens. We gave her cactus. She's doing great. She's healthy. She's running around. And that was after he got down real bad cold. So she's apparently digging down deep in the ground. So if you're worried about her freezing, she's doing real good. We check on her. When it warms back up in the 60s, 70s, she's out sprawling. She's out ready to eat. So I wanted to bring that up to a viewer that was asking us about what we do with the temperature. We know for a fact she's digging deep. We don't know if she's went 100 feet. There's times that she won't show up for 2 or 3 days. So she could be way down in there. She could be 30, 40 feet. We don't know how long it takes her to come back up out the ground. We know she's digging down deep, and they'll go down deep, and they will. A lot says that they can't survive, but like I said, these deserts, it gets cold at night. It gets freezing cold in some of these deserts where they were from. So this tortoise is not really meant for the southern states here because we are in the zones 8 and 9. You know, and they really need real big hot temperatures. But like I said, we got this turtle as a rescue, and she's doing great. So I just wanted to bring that up on that part. Before I go any further, I hope everybody's had a great Thanksgiving. It's hard to believe it's Friday. You know, you feel like it. We took off for Thanksgiving yesterday. But anyway, I want to bring up about that tortoise. I'm trying to think anything else. Our jungle room's coming out good. I don't know if anybody's been following me about the jungle room in our cabin. We've done a lot of work. It's helped off with a lot of work. I haven't done more to it. I feel bad because I got rid of a lot of my videos in the past. I've had a problem with storage. These phones, some reason, I don't know what to do about it, but more videos that I upload, and it don't make no sense. If I upload them on YouTube, it's not on my phone. I delete the pictures off, or the videos off the phone, but I still got them on YouTube, but my phone will get full of memory and says it can't operate right. And that's the reason I had to delete a bunch of videos on my phone in the past. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. It kind of upsets me because I like putting out my videos out there, so I'm learning. I'm not that good with these videos with YouTube. But so we're working on that, Shirley. I hope everybody could hear me tonight. Is my volume sounding good? Is anybody I have a lot of birds. Okay, great. You got a lot of birds. I'm trying to watch all the comments, so bear with me. Like I said, right now, with the bird situation, we just ain't getting many birds. Now, I got cardinals. If you listen to me, dog man, if you watch this video, we got birds here. We today, it was today, wasn't it? We saw cardinals, and we saw some finches on our bird feeders. And now the one thing we ain't saw now, and we ain't saw our woodpeckers. We had 2 beautiful woodpeckers that come and they get on our feeders and they hang upside down and they eat the sunflower seeds. We used to feed them all mixed seed, bird seed, sunflower seeds, but they made me mad. They were so picky now, y'all, and you're going to laugh at this when I talk about this. They would knock all the bird seed out and eat the sunflower seeds, so we end up with bird seed, all over the floor of the ground and not ate. So we just started feeding up, but a real good brand of sunflower seeds we pick up at a co-op that are very nutrient. You know, they're really it's got no pesticides in it and stuff like that. We feed them that. I think I buy a 50-pound or 100-pound bag of sunflower seeds, and they tore them up this summer. You could ask my wife. They tore them up. We were filling them up, but every weekend, wasn't we? Every weekend we were filling. Every other day sometimes, like she said. So they love the sunflower seeds. But right now I ain't been having to fill them up. Now I do believe what's happening is, and I've watched some other videos, we're studying this. I don't think it's because the world is changing with the way the birds are acting and so forth. What it is, the leaves are falling. They're getting on the ground. I'll give you a good example. I raked up a bunch of leaves for my chickens. I rake up all the leaves in the barrel, and I take them and I put them into the chicken run, because they scratch in there. And when I dump the leaves into the run, there's spiders. You wouldn't believe how many insects actually sit under dead leaves, and they hibernate in there. So I believe that since the fall is changing, the winter, the colder weather's coming, the leaves are falling, insects are hibernating under the leaves, and they are, I believe the birds are scratching the leaves and getting into the leaves there. That's how I feel about it. It don't look like I've got any more people watching on live. I think y'all quit on me. But anyhow, like I said, that's what I think is happening with the bird situation. I believe that the leaves just fell down, so they're going after insects. It's easier for them because the insects bed down into the leaves and the mold, all that stuff. It's just like chickens. Chickens scratch the ground to get the insects. I believe that's the same way what happened with the birds. That's why we're not seeing many birds on our feeders right now. I believe as winter progresses, it gets colder. I believe the birds will start eating their feeders again, and I'll have videos on that. I'll be glad to sit out there and do videos and show what our birds are doing in the feeders. So I don't think we got a problem with that. I am concerned with the insects. Me and my wife's talked about that several times, haven't we? There is problem with the insects. I do not like what I'm seeing out there. I remember when I was a kid, when I was younger, we had insects. You were talking about dragonflies. We used to catch the dragonflies and put them in jars and have hundreds. Now you don't even see them much. And I believe that's a big difference what we've done with our what we've done with this technology. And it's a security lights. Everybody's got to be lit up. Now I don't have a security light on my property. My property stays dark. I don't want no security light. I don't need no light. I like it dark. I like to walk out of my property. I love looking in the sky for the stars and watching the moon. That's our life. I built this cabin to get away from everything, to enjoy life, nature. As you've seen in our videos, we got a lot of animals here. We got guinea pigs, lizards, bearded dragons, turtles. We got koi fish. I wanted a place where we'd have all kinds of neat stuff. So, but we have noticed the butterflies, a lot less of them. And but now for the bees, we got a lot of carpenter bees. By George, they'll take over and they'll eat your place up if you allow them to. So we know the world, the insects may be changing some, but we still see a lot of activity here in the south where we're at. So the butterflies now, yeah, we see a lot less. I used to see a lot of caterpillars. We don't see that many. Now this year we had a problem with insects. And I forget, what is it called? That insect that was killing our, attacking our, what do you call it? The crepe myrtles. Some kind of fungus insect is killing, is attacking our crepe myrtles. We've had to actually doctor them this year. And our problem was the ants will actually protect them because they pull the sugar and the sap out of the tree. So the ants protect them because the ants eat off the sugar that they produce on these trees, but it makes your crepe myrtles look terrible. So we know we were bombarded, and there was areas around us that they wasn't even touched with the crepe myrtles. But here we've had a fighting battle. It's been bad, and they'll kill a tree. They'll turn it black, and it'll just I don't know I forget what it does. It just creates, it's like a fungus, and but it's an insect. It's a bad insect that you don't want. But I do know we got a lot of animals around here that I was seeing that dog man, he said he ain't been seeing, but like I said, we're covered up. Moles are tearing up. We built this walking trail, and you see it in our other videos, and these moles are getting underneath our walking trail, and they're just making tunnels, and they're just trying to go in there and step on the mole hills where they make them. So we've had that problem. But like I said, the bird issues, I think we're going to be okay with the birds. I think I'm going to wait back and see. Like I said, I did talk about my wife 2 weeks ago. What happened to our birds? They were just destroying our feeders this summer, all summer long. And then all of a sudden, it stopped. It was shut off like you shut off a water faucet. So we're paying attention to that. But and anybody else that wants to comment, let me know what they see around their property with the insects and the birds. Let me know as well. I think this is a good topic to talk about. We've seen a lot of stuff. I've heard a lot with other videos, and a lot of people are talking about this. But I do know that there are things that's going to happen, and things are changing. Some of this stuff that we're doing is not good. It's you can't keep using pesticides. You can't be doing stuff. Our cities are bombarded with street lights. It's not good. I watched a video here a few years back where they were having trouble in cities. Birds were staying up all night long because the city was so light up. It's messed up their sleeping pattern. They don't know when to sleep. They don't know when to eat. It's like, for instance, good example, I raise chickens. I've raised chickens all my life. If you put lights on in a chicken coop, they will stay up all night long. They will eat all night long, eat all day long. It stresses them out. They won't live a long life. It's just bad on a bird. They're meant. A bird, an animal creature, it's like us. We got to have darkness. We got to go to sleep. If you don't sleep, you're not going to, it's bad. It's bad on your body, and it's the same way with birds. If you got a lot of lighting going on, I'll give you a good example too. We drive by this guy, he's got a big old farm, and I tell my wife all the time, the guy's got security lights up, and this is at 9, 10 o'clock at night. We'll drive by this place. He's got ducks, chickens, what else out there? Rabbits there. He's got all kinds of animals. At 8, 9 o'clock at night, they're roaming around in the yard eating and grazing because it's so bright out there. These animals ain't resting. So I think that's another reason why we're seeing a problem with animals dropping down, and we're not, we're throwing them out. We're confusing them, like I said about earlier in the video about these lightning bugs. The lightning bugs, their light, they flash. That's the way they mate. That's how they call their mate. That's their signal. And then when you got it all bright lights, it confuses them. They even said that there's a lot of problems with lightning bugs. They fell down with the population because they're confused. Their mates can't see the flashing because of all the city lights, street lights, even out in the country now, it's nothing but lights. Everybody leaves their lights on because they think they're safer, but it causes problems with the ecosystem, if I could say it right, if I'm saying it right. So, animals has got to sleep just like we do, and if you got lights on everywhere, it messes their brains up. I mean, I've seen birds flying at night around here because now, like I said, I don't have security lights on, but I got neighbors around me. They leave them on 24/7. So birds think it's daylight because it's so bright. I mean, you can't even see the moon anymore. So, like I said, I thought it was good something to bring up. Maybe y'all got something better to say about it. I don't know. We are on our end, we're trying to make our place more habitat for the creatures, animals and stuff. I know I heard Dog Man talking about not hearing frogs this year. Now this year, we didn't see or hear many frogs this year. But of course now, I got fish in my koi ponds, and we did have a bunch of tadpoles in our redneck pool that we built. We got a redneck pool. But the chlorine, salt water killed them all. The frogs got in there, and then the salt water, whatever, the filter system kills them. So I do know they are mating. Now I do think frogs, you're going to hear them more than in spring than you are in the middle of summer, because spring is when all your animals, they breed and they mate in the springtime so they can raise their babies up and they get bigger through the summertime. Number one, it's too hot in the summer for a baby to be, it's just like our chickens. We can't hatch it's not good to hatch chickens out in the middle of summer. It's too hot for the baby chicks. I have lost chicks by waiting or breeding so late with our hens in the middle of summer. It's always good to do. It's just like when we plant trees. We plant trees in the middle of the spring and beginning of the spring because the heat. There's no water. It's too hot and it stresses the baby tree out. It's the same way with animals. It's better they all breed during the springtime. So summer gets here, they're already big enough to take care of themselves and they can handle the heat better. So I think that's the reason why a lot of people's not hearing a lot of frogs in the summertime. Frogs make a lot of noise. And that's how they breed. That's how they mate. That's their calling. They call their male or female. You'll hear them, root, root. They sound like they're deafening at times. Springtime is the time you're going to hear all that because, like I said, that's the time they're going to be breeding. Summertime, they've already breed. They've already laid their tadpoles. They're already growing up. They're already turning into frogs. By the time summer gets here, it's already hot enough. They're already be able to establish themselves to make it through the hot heat of the season. So that's what I think about reason why a lot of folks is not hearing frogs in the middle of summer. Locusts now, I don't know. Y'all help me out with this. I've heard about locusts. People talk about it. I thought locusts weren't only for so many years, or I didn't think they were supposed to be here every year. Tell me if I'm wrong or right. I don't know. We didn't hear no locusts this year. We heard them real bad last year. So anyway, like I said, I hope I'm helping. I hope I'm not being bored. What does this say? I got one that's help for review. What is that? Yeah, I had one on there commenting bad where, anyway, it don't bother me none. But like I said, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving though. But yeah, comment on this video what y'all think. Like I said, we started this video because I like what you like wildlife. We're doing a lot of neat stuff, so I hope everybody did have a good Thanksgiving. And like I said, I try to answer comments as I go. What is osmopic? Osmopic. I don't know. Y'all asking some questions I don't even understand.
I'd have to read it.
Huh?
I'd have to read it, see what you're saying.
You need, it says OZEMPIC. I don't know. I don't get, look it up. I ain't got my.
I think you got some of the spam in your messages.
But anyway, like I said, I'm trying to read some of these comments, so bear with me.
Spell it again.
Yeah, I don't know how to block him. He's a troll, huh?
It sounds like it's. Spell it again.
OZEMPIC.
Yes, you got.
Huh?
One of them weight loss drugs. You got somebody trolling your comments.
Oh yeah, I got somebody troll. I don't care about the troll. I don't think they can do anything to my video. Oh yeah, it's a weight loss drug that I am on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about these trolls. I don't care 2 cents about the trolls. I got better things to worry about. And like I said, I don't know how to block them. I'll block them after I get the video uploaded if I can. I'll look at that too. Like I said, I'm new at all this stuff. Yeah, it's mean, ain't it? Yeah, he's just being mean. Like I said, ignore it. He said some cuss words. It don't bother. Like I said, you're going to have that. When I upload the video, I'll figure out how to block them or whatever. I'm sure I ain't the only one they do it to. But the update on this, the jungle room too, we've been working. I still, my wife gets on me all the time. I still got a lot to do in the bathroom. We ain't finished. We got a shower to build. We got to get a tub put back. We got a tub now, but we're going to put a different one in there, updated. I'm throwing a lot in this video because I know we've been off for a long while. I've been snoozing too long. If that makes any sense. What beer am I drinking? I am drinking it's called Yearling Flight. It's 2 grams of carbs. That's why I'm drinking. It tastes real good. It tastes like a real good beer. So I drink one at night to relax me, help me sleep. But if I don't catch all the comments, please forgive me. I try to catch them all. But I ain't done a live video. Golly, I bet 2 years. 2 to 3 years I ain't done a live video. I sound like an alcoholic. No, sir. I ain't no alcoholic. I drink 1 beer a day to keep the doctor away. That's it. That's all I do. Keep it. It ain't got much alcohol in it anyway. Like I said. Yeah, it's funny though. You got me tickled. If you hear this background, like I said, we got us 2 new family members. I showed a video on them. They are piggies, guinea pigs, and they make a lot of noise. They communicate real good. They talk to each other. I'll be showing more videos then. We're gonna be getting more. We're getting a new cage ordered, by the way. Let you know that the cage I had was garbage. But I had to fix that. Make me a moderator and I'll ban him. Man, I don't know how to do that, my friend. Give me some time to learn all this stuff. I'm new at this. Was he still coming up there and trolling my and making comments? I ain't seen but nothing but your comments, so. On the side. Okay. All right, Devil Dog, you're on there. You see that now? Yeah, I think I made you a moderator. Yeah, you're blue. Well, how you doing? Sophie? I can't pronounce some of these names, so overlook me. All right, we got that fixed. Maybe if you see him, you can block him. Anyhow, like I said, get back on everything. We doing some different things in the jungle room in the cabin. We just got this jungle room built. We done it 2 years ago. That's another reason we ain't been on videos, is I've been doing so much with plants, gardening, and everything else. We've been having a lot of stuff, so. What is in my fridge, sir? What's in my fridge? I got everything. I don't know what question that was. This is no shed. This is our jungle room. This is our. It ain't no shed. It's a room. It's got a bunch of windows on the sides. Yes, I'll show you. I'll take the video around. See, this is our jungle room. That's what we use. This is our escape place. It's not a shed. It's a jungle room. Are you connected to desert living? What do you mean connected to desert living? No, and it's not a crocodile room. It is a jungle room. I named it a jungle room because we got all the kinds of plants in here. Yeah, and you've been out here watching my videos. I saw that. Yeah, that knows. I got them all. I've been doing a lot of videos and the guinea pigs. Yep. And the bearded dragons and stuff like that. I've been doing videos of that, showing everybody. So. Yeah, we like creatures. But everybody have a good Thanksgiving, I hope. I hope everybody's done good. I won't do much lives right now. I'm still learning all this. But I'm going to be getting off here. It's getting late. I don't know what time it is. Well, it ain't too late. It's only 10 o'clock. Ain't bad. Yeah, you're an animal lover. Yeah, great. Did the bee pollen help with the bearded dragon? I haven't tried the bee pollen yet. I gotta go back to my shop and get that. I'm gonna do it. He is, what do you call it? I want to say kind of hibernating. Bearded dragons do that when the temperature drops a little bit. We try to keep, I got my heat lamp back on, so he's getting a little bit more feisty now by eating. But I am going to do the pollen like you said. We're going to work with it. And there's other things they said too we could do. I go live tomorrow at 7 Eastern. Great. Send me a message when you go on live. I'll be glad to watch you. Yeah, I got turtles, I got birds. Yeah, the bearded dragon. Now, the bearded dragon that's blind, he'll eat anything. He's doing real good. You just got to put everything to his face. He's not 100% blind. He's just where you got to get it right to a certain eye for him to reach out and grab it. And you got to use tweezers too, because them teeth, boy, they'll bite the teeth. They'll bite into you. So everything I feed him, he does real good. Once I get the food in his bowl, he'll eat greens and everything. You just got to get his body. A lot of times I put his body right up to the thing there. But he'll try to go after your belly. If your shirt's right there, that's how bad he is blind. So yeah, you got to work with him. And 7 Central, okay. If you don't mind, Devil Dog, send me a message tomorrow when you go live. Like I said, I'll watch and support your channel. I'd like to see what you doing. Heck yeah. I'll be glad to watch you. I'm trying to read some of these messages. All right. I ain't getting no more animals. We gonna cut it off. Like I said, I got enough. I got fish, I got goldfish, I got koi's in big old ponds out there. You saw my pond. We got a waterfall pond. We put them in a 350-gallon tank. It done real good this summer. It's got beautiful plants, flowers in there growing. So we're doing real good with it. Really enjoying it. But like I said, we still got a lot of work to do to cabin. I wish I had the other videos. I deleted a lot of them. I deleted and I hated it. I'm still working on this phone situation. I'm hoping that it won't. I don't know how to keep it getting full. Like I said, I upload the videos up onto YouTube, and in some reason my phone says it's full. That's what problem we had in the past. So I had to delete a lot of videos. I hate it because it showed a lot of stuff we did to the cabin. We did a lot to this cabin. We've turned it into a nice place. So I'll be having more videos on it. But we're doing an indoor bathroom right now into our cabin. It's indoors, but you're gonna feel like you're outdoors. It's pretty neat. So I'm working on it. We're trying to figure it out. But what is the blind beardy? It was the blind beardy a rescue. Yes, it was a rescue. You got goats, turkeys, chickens, and I have been breeding Boston Terriers for 11 years. Oh man, I love them Boston Terriers. I always wanted one of them. We talked about that. Here, fill up my water if you don't mind when you get a chance. Yeah, Boston Terriers. Yep, I've seen them. We got some ducks. I was given some ducks. They're Muscovies. They don't quack. All they do is hiss at you. And so we got them in a pen. I'm going to show videos of that one. But I just, some reason or another, this guy it was one of my cousins. He's getting rid of ducks. He's going on a venture. He said, I don't want no more animals. And he said, you know anybody wants ducks? I said, oh, well, I'll take them. And so I got ducks now. They're Muscovies. Like I said, they don't quack, but they're quackless ducks. I wish she would have babies. It's a male and a female. But some reason or another, the female, I don't know why or what's happened, she won't lay eggs. I got to figure that one out, do some research. Now they're older. I bet they're every bit of 8-10 years old. I don't know, maybe she's egg bared. I don't know. I just know she's not laying eggs. So I was hoping she'd lay eggs this spring. Maybe I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to put her a nest in there, get her stuff to make so she can make a nest. I'm hoping I could get some babies off of her, some chicks, ducklings, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what they call ducks. Like I said, I never raised ducks. My grandmother raised ducks years ago. She had a few ducks. So I'm going to try that this year. I'm hoping. If I don't, if she's egg bearing, she can't lay eggs. I want to get me some new. I want to get me some Muscovies again. I like to have me some ducks running around. So. I got chickens, I got hens. I'm waiting on. I got a friend of mine who's supposed to get me a rooster. I don't got no rooster right now in my hen. I want to get more involved with game chickens. I love game chickens. I was raised up. My granddaddy raised me up around game chickens years. Now I got Bufforfians. I got Dominickers. I got all kinds of different kinds of chickens, but I want to get into one breed of chickens in the near future. We used to have, what do you call them, them little Bantams. We used to have Bantams chickens. They all got old and passed away. So, what? Hey, yeah, I'll come up to your panel and watch you go live tomorrow. Like I said, send me a, is there some way you can send me a message on YouTube or something? But I'll click on your thing tomorrow and save you. You got recorded videos too, or you just do lives? Well, great. I appreciate that. You introduced me to your followers. Yeah, great. But like I said, do you got just do live videos? You got recorded videos? I'll click. I have shorts, long play, and lives. Okay. I'll even go up there and subscribe to your channel and watch you, follow you. I watch a lot of YouTube channels. You go live every Saturday. Great. I'll watch you. I ain't got a problem with that. I am a monetized. Great. Awesome. I'm hoping one of these days I get monetized, It's just something slowly. Like I said, I'm doing it slowly. I'm learning all this stuff. I don't have nothing fancy. I'm using a regular cell phone to do my videos, but I'm loving it. Like I said, I get to chat with other people. That's why I do live, too. I get to interact with other folks like you and several others. So, but yeah, you go live tomorrow. I'll watch you. Like I said, I'll go in tonight and I'll click on you and I'll subscribe to your channel and I'll watch some of your videos tonight. I'll be glad to, because I enjoy it. I don't watch anything else but YouTube channels most of the time. Yeah, if I got any questions, I'll be glad I'll ask you. I appreciate it. What I mean is come up on my panel tomorrow live with you on live with me, and I will introduce you. Okay, I've done that one time before. I'll try that again. It's weird. I'll figure that out. You may have to walk me through. What time you said you could go live tomorrow? And again, like I said, I'll subscribe. And boy, I tell you what, I got ants all over this place. I'm gonna have to. 7 Central Time, okay. Did you go to sleep?
Huh?
Oh, you're up?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't see you. What's 7 Central Time?
We're central.
Oh, okay, we're Central, so okay. 7 tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll be glad to watch you. We'll get up there. I'll figure out how to get up there live with you. Oh, you're in Texas. Cool. I'm talking about in Texas. I love it. I'm in Alabama. Yeah, good old Alabama. One minute it's cold, next minute it's hot. Don't know which way we're going to go. Some days we'll have the air on, some days we got the heat. Are you in the cold part of Texas or the hot part of Texas? Roll Tide. I hear you. Yeah, just post a link and I'll catch it. Boy, I tell you what, I've got ants all over this place. They tell me I went out and I bought this blame blooming and what is that stuff called? That I forget the name of the stuff. But I've been fighting these ants and I've used baking soda. They said mix baking soda and sugar and what was that other stuff? Borax clothes detergent. And that stuff, I don't think it worked. So I'm learning on these ants. Boy, we've had nothing but bad problem with ants. But anyway, listen, I gotta get off here. I'm gonna enjoy the night. But like I said, yeah, send me a link, whatever. And like I said, I'm gonna go on here tonight and I'm gonna click on your name and then subscribe to your channel. Yeah, LHRT. Yep. You're down there in New Orleans, Louisiana. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we got that weather here too. It might be there. I'm not gonna say it here online because I don't know. I want everybody to have it. But yeah, look on my about page and see if it's there. Like I said, I'm gonna click like tonight on yours though and subscribe to your channel. Watch some of your stuff. I like to. But yeah, it gets hot here, cold here. Right now we're hitting our temperatures tonight. We're hitting about 28, 30 degrees outside. So I got my electric fireplaces running and I got my gas heat running in my dining room. Keep warm. You too, LA. You have a great night. It's good talking with you. I'm glad. Thank you for coming on and watching our live video. And y'all tell me if y'all do anything about ants. We got ants big time this winter. I mean, we're covered up in ants. If y'all have any remedies or you done something, I mean done something to get rid of ants, let me know about it. We get bombarded with ants. Well, listen, y'all, I'm going to get off here. I've been on here for about, nearly an hour. I enjoyed it. And y'all have a great night. And like I said, I'll do more lives. Okay. Yeah. Just send me a link. And that'll work. And I'll click on it. Like I said, I'm going to subscribe to your channel now once I get off here. I'm fixing to get off here and get ready to relax. And my foot's been giving me a little problem. I'm going to soak it in the tub there and see if I can get this pain out of the way. But I enjoyed it tonight, and I'm really glad to talk to folks in Louisiana and Texas. I enjoy it. I hope y'all having good. Okay, great. I'll go to your page, and I'll give you mine. That'll work. All right, awesome. I'll click on there and send you mine. All right, y'all have a great night. Y'all take care. Stay warm if it's cold where you at.